In today's video, I'm going to teach you Airtable Google Sheets. Yes, Airtable can connect to Google Sheets using sync or automation tools. If you want your data to move smoothly between these two platforms, the good news is that the setup is usually very straightforward. The main idea is to create a connection that keeps information organized and reduces the need for manual copying and pasting. This can save time, cut down on errors, and make it easier to keep your records up to date. To begin, choose a sync tool. You can use an integration platform like Zapier, Make, WhaleSync, or another connector that supports both Airtable and Google Sheets. The best option depends on how advanced you want the automation to be, whether you need simple updates or a more flexible syncing setup, and whether you want the sync to happen in just one direction or both. Once you've chosen your tool, connect Airtable. At this stage, you'll select the correct workspace, then the base, and finally the table you want to use. It's worth pausing here for a moment to make sure you're choosing the right table, especially if your base contains multiple tables with similar names. A clean and well-structured Airtable setup will make the rest of the process much easier. Next, connect Google Sheets. Choose the spreadsheet you want to sync with and then select the specific worksheet inside that file. This is important because one spreadsheet can contain multiple tabs, and your sync needs to point to the exact one where the data should appear or be updated. After that, move on to field mapping. This is where you match each Airtable field to the correct Google Sheets column. Take your time with this part, because accurate mapping is what ensures your data lands in the right place. For example, text fields, dates, and status values should all line up properly so your sheet stays readable and useful. Then choose your sync settings. Decide whether you want a one-way sync or a two-way sync. A one-way sync is usually best if one platform is the main source of truth. A two-way sync can be helpful if you plan to update data in both places, but it also requires a bit more attention to keep everything consistent. Before going live, run a test sync. This lets you check whether the data appears correctly and whether the formatting looks right. Testing helps you catch mistakes early before the automation is fully active. Finally, activate the sync by turning on the automation. Once it's live, your Airtable and Google Sheets connection will begin working based on the setup you created. From there, you can monitor the results and make small adjustments if needed to keep everything running smoothly.